I think I would journal some positives that have occurred, in the past 6 months. Been between a couple jobs, mainly, a server job, and now working at a smoothie place. I remember when I worked as a server, I got a few good tips from tables where their total was maybe like $70. There were some tables where I think their total was about $100. Um, there was one old man and his wife, and I think his children, who were probably around my age. So, but they were having their dinner, and being nice and polite and everything. Got their food out. Um, kept checking on them, and they were really good. They were really kind, and the old man seemed very happy. And, I liked that. I liked just seeing that someone, even at his age, could still have some sense of happiness in life. Like he could just see that there was always something to still be happy about, even at his age. I have a hard time to find a lot of things to be happy about at my age. And hell, I'm probably about a little less than half of his age, maybe. Can't really tell anymore because there are people who look way younger than they really are. But his total was like $70, and he tipped me 20. That was really good. I mean, granted, I agree tipping culture is getting out of hand, but that was nice. That made me feel good. I also just like the fact that he seemed happy. Um, there were other times where I helped this one couple out, and they liked to have espresso martinis, so I learned how to make those, and they were really nice to just chat with, and they would always tip pretty much, I think, a third of their bill at least, which is always nice. I think their bills usually come out to like $70, maybe 80, and they would tip me around 25, 30, which is really good. But they were just nice to talk to. I just liked having people that were just genuinely treating me like a human being. So even if you don't tip, at least treat the people with respect, and you'll get good customer service. Granted, yeah, occasionally, I mean, if someone's serving you, yeah, tip is always going to be necessary, unfortunately, because that is part of our culture. Then again, from what I've been seeing, restaurants have a high overhead, so really they just can't really pay their workers that much. Most of them, but there are some that can. Granted, I don't know how true that is, but then the other day there was an old man that came in. Not an old man, more elderly gentleman came in. Polite, just ordered a smoothie. It was like $10 with tax. Expensive smoothie, I know. And he paid with a 20. I gave him his change, which is like $10.70. Yeah, it was $10.70. His total was $9.30, and he put all that money in the tip jar. I was like, wow, you don't have to do that, but thank you. Well, I said thank you. Like, I didn't say, oh, you didn't have to do that. I said thank you. That's really nice of him. Like, that made my day. Then, of course, one small negative. My coworker who got off early, and this was a new hire who really just, you have to carry him. Took the 10, and he's like, oh, I'll split it with you. I'm like, I don't really care. Just take the money because we're about to get a rush. Get out of here. But, I appreciate what the old man did. It was the thought that counts. There are times where I've had people come in the smoothie place, and we would just have a nice little chat. It's just good to talk to people. You don't always have to tip people an insane amount of money. You don't always have to really tip either way. I mean, I agree. It sucks that we have to rely on tips, but it's at least appreciated. But I just appreciate having conversations more, just being treated like a human being. Kindness goes a long way. Really learning that. But kindness goes a long way in getting what you want. So, just thought I would share that. I don't know what tomorrow's going to hold in terms of work. It's going to be an 8-hour shift, so a full shift, but granted, my manager has been late consistently. The first time he was late 3 hours. This time he was late by 2 hours. Not 2 hours, 1 hour. So hopefully that time decrease continues. Hopefully, maybe he's only 20 minutes late this time. That'd be better than an hour. So, anyway, I can't really draw for the rest of the night. I'm having a hard time holding my pencil steady with my left hand. Granted, I've been doing more heavy deadlifts lately, so I think, combine that with using straps to lift heavy, my forearms are pretty much exhausted. I can draw with the right a little bit, not a lot, so I'll try drawing with my right hand. Granted, this is what I managed to get with my right hand today. Tried just doing my own little, scribble spin on Michael Myers. So, I drew that with my right hand. It was about as steady as it'll get. Although, granted, I did the scribbles on purpose towards the end because I kind of liked that effect. So anyway, I'm probably going to watch a movie and try and draw a little bit for tonight. And, that's about it. And thanks for watching.